Good morning, students. The next topic we will be seeing is type of companies. Okay, last class we have been seeing joint stock company, under joint stock company, merits and limitation we have been seeing. Today's class we will be seeing type of company and difference between the type of company. So here we'll be seeing here private company and public company. That is, what is private company and what is public company. Some important points in this both, or that is private company and public company, we will be seeing here. So, types of company. A company can be either a private, or public. These two types of companies are discussed in detail in the following points. So, which type of companies we are taken today is from the textbook is private company one and the public company. First, moving on to the private company. What is private company? Before going to see the types of company and important points, we will see what is private company first. A company whose shares may not be offered to public for sale and which operates under legal requirement less restrict than those from a public company. So private company will be having private, PVT, or private with the name of the company. What it will be having? With the name of the company, it will be having PVT. Here, this company where shares are not been offered to the public, means where the capitals are being shared between the owners. Okay, that is a board of directors. They'll only be having. For public's shares are not been announced. Okay, here they are not going to give shares, okay, for the public. And legal requirements are restricted. Okay, what it is, less legal requirement are restricted from the public company. So here the company will not be giving shares to the outsiders. Okay, it will be privatized. There are some important points in private company, we will see. The following are the important points of private company. Okay, so what is the first one is restricts the right of member to transfer its shares. Okay, so here, as we have been seen in the meaning, for public they are not calling for the shares. What they are not giving, they are not going to offer the shares for the public. They are restricted in transfers of shares. Okay, where a group of people, okay, a particular people can take the shares. Okay, here your shares are not open for the public, so anyone can invest, like public company is not here. Okay, next, it has minimum number of 2 and maximum number of 200. So see here, as the share has been not given for the public people, the minimum person to start a share private company is 2, and a maximum they can be 200 members. So there is limited. What it is, limited is there. Okay, excluding the present and the last employee. So here we are not going to include the employees of the private company. Okay, does not invite public to subscribe or of its securities, that is for share capital. So they are not going to invite for the public for shares. Okay, they are not going to take capital. Okay, raise capital from the public side. must have a minimum paid up of rupees 1 lakh or such higher amount which may be subscribed for time to time. So what here there is a limitation. Okay, what is the limitation is the person who is going to come and invest in the private company should invest minimum of 1 lakh. How much they should invest? Minimum of 1 lakh they need to invest, and higher amount as subscribed. Okay, after 1 lakh the higher amount can be subscribed from time to time. So minimum here is 200 people, 2 to 200 people. Okay, shares have been not transferred. Okay, here shares have been not transferred to the public, the members are restricted to be, and investment is not taken open from the public. And the minimum amount what the person should get is 1 lakh, and higher amount such as. Next company we have is public company. Meaning of public company: a company whose shares are transferred freely on a stock exchange. See here, private company which shares have been not listed in your stock exchange, but public company shares will be freely listed in your stock exchange for investing publics to invest the share. A public company mean a company which is not a private company as per the Companies Act. The difference between public and private is the names. Okay, private and public will be there. It has been not like the registered, like, okay, it has not been registered like private company as per the Companies Act. So both the private company and public company have different rules and regulations. What they have different rules and regulations. Here, as it has been a public company, anyone can buy a share, anyone can raise a shares, okay, in the company. There will be no restrictions here. We will be seeing some important points in your public company now. So following are the important points of the public company. So first one is a company has a minimum members of 7, and it is no limit for maximum numbers. So minimum when they're starting a public company, at least 7 members should be as per the Companies Act, and after that there are no limits for the members in your public company, because we are going to list the shares in the for the public in the share exchange. So any n number of people can buy the shares, and n number of people can invest in the company. Next, as no restrictions of transfer of securities. Okay, share capital, that is once my share have been purchased, I can sell it, okay, resell it for other persons, okay, in the stock exchange. So buying and selling of stock is freely. There is no any restrictions here. What is not there? There are no restrictions in the buying and selling of the shares for public. So public to public can be easily transferred the shares, okay. There are no restricted here. As a minimum paid up capital of rupees 5 lakhs or higher amount which has been prescribed for the following from time to time. So here what is the initial amount to be paid by the capital, okay, that the shareholders are 5 lakh. 5 lakh should be paid, and as the higher they purchase the shares, okay, so minimum investment of each shareholder should be 5, and whatever higher they can want, they can purchase the shares. Next, it is not prohibited from inviting the public to subscribe the securities, that is share capital or public deposit. A private company which is subsidiary of a public company is also treated as the public company. So here there is no limitation. Prohibited means there are no restrictions for the inviting for the public share subscriptions. That is, whenever the company need to raise the fund, okay, in the requirement of raising the fund, they can go, what they can do, they can go for calling the shares, okay, shares for the public they can go. Here there is no restrictions, any a number of time the company can raise the fund by inviting people to invest in the form of shares. So here there is no limited compared to a private company. So private company is having more restricted regulations, rules and all, but here the rules is different, okay, compared to the private and public. Next we will be seeing the differences between our private company and the public company, okay. Yeah, the difference between a private and a public company are, first one is the name, okay. So in private company it has to write private limited after the name. So company should compulsory mention the word private after the company's name. What it should be done, it should write the word private after the company's name. In public company it has to write only limited after its name. So what in the public company it should write, it can write the limited. So limited will be mentioning as the public company. So there are, with the name only we can see the differentiations of the company, whether it is private or public. So compulsory, according to the registration of the Companies Act 2013, the company should write private after the name, and here in public company it can write only the word limited. Then minimum and maximum members. So minimum members are 2 and maximum are 200, because it has been restricted, the shares have been restricted for the transfer. So minimum is 2 and maximum is 200. Then for public it is 7 and unlimited. So as we are offering the shares, okay, as we are offering shares to the public for raising of fund, so any number of people can come and invest in the company. So here it is minimum is 7 and maximum is unlimited, okay, but a minimum person should be 7 while starting a public company. Then later, as the fund requires, they can raise the funds by issuing public shares with unlimited. Then invitations to public, it cannot invite general public to buy its shares and debentures. So here general public cannot buy, okay, whoever want they can invest, right? That will not take place in the private company. It has been restricted for the investment. The private company is restricted for inviting. Next, it invites general public to buy its shares and debentures. So what here it does is, in the general public anyone can buy the shares, okay, and debentures. So it is open for public to purchase the shares. Then minimum capital is, the minimum capital required is 1 lakh here. So minimum, if this person is buying the share, okay, the member who's between this 200, if they are buying the share, the minimum should be 1 lakh investment. Maximum is higher amount what they want they can invest. Same thing in public company, the minimum capital requirement is 5 lakh, okay, minimum is 5. After that the person is needed, they can raise the funds however they want. Then transfer of shares, so there are certain restriction on transfer of its shares, okay. So as it is not been given for the general public, the private company, there are lot of restrictions in share, okay, transferring of share, there are lot of restrictions here. With that restrictions the company should move on. In public company there are no restrictions, it is freely transferable. Okay, so if a person needs to sell a share or buy a share of a company, he can easily buy or sell the shares according to their wish. Okay, so transformation of a shares is very easy in your public company. There are no much legal formalities for selling and buying the shares. Then commencement of business, it can commence business after incorporation. So after registration, okay, a private company after registration and incorporation only it can commence the business, it can run the business. Until then it cannot. In public company it can commence business after obtaining certificate of commencement of business. Okay, so here after registration you will get a certificate. Okay, before incorporation, that time also the public company can commence, means it can run the businesses. Okay, after registration you will be getting a certificate of commencement. With that, keeping that, you can run the business, call people for share, all these things can be taken. So these are some important difference between your private company and public company. So this topic may can be asked for 5 mark question. Okay, or for your practical oriented question, there they can be asked here. Okay, now yes, this two type of company is very important in type of company. Thank you, students.